everyone. I'm Lisa Schellpfeffer, and I hope you noticed from my opening that today I'm going to be sharing just a quick video about the interaction lens of learner to peer. Specifically, one of the courses I teach is interpersonal communication, and so this idea correlates with that particular course, and it goes hand in hand with the learning outcome that students will manage and resolve circumstances of interpersonal conflict. So let's roll up our sleeves and let's get started, and I will show you a little bit of the detail. Well, let's talk details about the actual learning assignment that we use, or I'm going to be using, for the student to learner lens. It's a discussion that aligns, like I said, with the conflict learning outcome. And I'm going to share my screen real quick to explain and walk you through it. So as you can see, the discussion starts with some instructions about wanting the students to draw a metaphor for the way they understand conflict. And to do this, they're supposed to imagine an idea about conflict in their life and then draw that metaphor and how it best represents how they feel about conflict. And so once they draw that, they upload it to the discussion, and then they reflect a little bit about the influences of their behavior in conflict that has to do with the metaphor, such as which behaviors would they like to change when it comes to conflict, which behaviors do they feel like is helpful. And then the last part of it has to do with the replies. And this is where that lens of learner to peer really comes into play. When they are replying to two students, what they're supposed to do is imagine that if their conflict metaphor met up with one of their peers' metaphors. So if they were to meet in conflict, what would be the resulting interaction? And so that involves the students reading through and looking at all the different conflict metaphors. And then from the reading, they're supposed to look at the tips on how to manage conflict. So in this metaphor to metaphor of conflict and the interaction, what types of behaviors or tips would they use to help manage that conflict, and discuss that. And so as a result, we have peers talking to peers about their ideas of conflict and ways to resolve the conflict. Hopefully this example gave you a quick idea on how this particular discussion helps promote the learner to peer interaction and gets them not only talking to each other within the online discussion, but also gets them looking at each other's ideas and talking about ways that their thoughts relate to other people's thoughts in connection with the learning content. Thanks so much for watching.